All right, now I think everybody can.
We're
hear us.
live!
Now I see some volume there.
Hey,
Hey, you.
acting. Oh my.
All right, now people can hear us.
Okay, so
let's have that whole conversation we just had, where we had brilliant ideas and thoughts.
let's
all over again.
start from the beginning. Should we say, this is the Justin versus Justin podcast?
Yes, welcome to another Justin versus Justin podcast. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain on the last one where you couldn't hear us.
Yeah, don't do that. You don't want to pay attention to anyone. So, and by the way, I'm Justin with an I, and this is my cohort, Justin with an E.
Yes.
We'd like to thank you all for joining us. It's been a little while since we've been back. We are officially over the year mark, and I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's nice to get a chance to get back on here and connect. We've done a lot of stuff, and
Justin Fine grew his pubes.
you didn't tell me about my pubes, did you?
No, of course not. Yeah. So,
Did you ever get your football phone? The Wayne's World references are going to be very, very high in this one.
The Wayne's World references are strong with this.
We had to go and find the Funko Pops of Wayne and Garth in hockey gear, which I probably would have played double for. I mean,
yeah, because as soon as I text you, I'm like, dude, we missed him. They came out on Friday. You're like, what? How did
I was
know
not.
this?
I was not hearing this. At
Yeah,
all.
I saw a ton of posts on Instagram on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, they came out today, so I'm gonna run out and get them. And the guy was like, no, they came out yesterday. I'm like, God.
Yeah, with the Michael Jordan, and I guess like he was going, like they were going crazy for it. It's like gangbusters out here. It's
Crazy for Jordan.
It's a Jordans. It's a Jordans of bullshit.
Crazy for the Jordans. We're not here for the Wayne and Garth. We're here for the Jordan.
And I walk in and I'm like, yeah, I'm looking for Wayne and Garth. They're like, well, we have these 2-packs, and it's like George and Wheezy Jefferson. I'm like, all right, that's kind of cool, but I'm like, I don't really want George.
It would only made it better if you're like, I'm here for Wayne and Garth, and the guy went, excellent.
Yeah, it would, but everybody's freaking lame when I went there. And they're like, oh, we have like Romeo and Juliet, like from the crappy Leonardo DiCaprio one. I'm like, what? What did you say?
It would only been better if like the guy was behind the counter and he lifted up a Pepsi. And
yeah.
Yes, you want Wayne and Garth, and it's the choice of a new generation.
Dude, I love it.
And then the other guy behind the counter turns around with all Reebok stuff on. He's like, it just really makes me sad.
It's like when people only do stuff because they get paid for it. I love it.
That'd be great. See, that's why we probably shouldn't work retail together ever, because that would be us. They'd be like, we're releasing Wayne and Garth. We will work the sales counter.
But that's the thing. I ran a Target department like that, and I had loyal customers who would come in. Hey, thank you. And loyal customers who would come in and they would get
an ass hat. Really?
She says ass hat. Yeah. So they'd be looking for stuff like Marvel figures and stuff like that, and I would set them aside, or I'd do this, and no one cared because I was making sales, and I had people who would come in and all that. And it's like, okay, we're doing numbers. We're doing this. What do you care if I'm doing this? They're like, oh, you're breaking policy. I'm like, no, I'm not. It never says anywhere that I can't hold a freaking pop vinyl for someone. And now that's the thing that all these places lose. They don't understand. It's like the collector market. If you get those people to come in and come back, they're going to be there for you. Yeah, and they've lost that sort of love and feeling.
Yeah, well.
Whoa, that love and feeling.
Did Target ever have a love and feeling?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, that was the most restrictive place I've ever worked, and I literally worked in like a bank with an armed guard.
At first, Target's constrictive, but then it becomes a part of you.
It definitely becomes a part of you. The only place I ever worked where they would literally train you to do something and then write you up for doing exactly what they trained you to do. They're like, you need to stop and help a guest no matter what. I'm like, what's a guest? A customer. I'm like, okay. So then you stop on your way to your lunch break, and you're like, oh, someone stopped me. And they're like, well, you're getting written up because you were late for your lunch. I'm like, what the hell? Really? I'm like, this is what you told me to do. We're like, yeah, but we didn't tell you to do it a minute before your lunch. I'm like, yeah, you did.
Welcome to the hotel industry. It's exactly the same.
Is it? Yeah. So I guess it's just like hotel hell.
Hotels are hell. I do not miss hotel life.
No,
not even gonna. I know. Okay, I do miss the perks.
Yeah,
because you did get some sweet perks working in the hotels. Because like people
rub and tugs.
I never got that.
That's for you, man.
I should. I can tell you a story of a time I actually was offered that. Because
what was he like?
No, actually, we had a guy staying with us. He ordered himself a lady of the night.
Oh, he did.
And he literally at the front desk goes, me and another guy working. He goes, when I'm done with her, if you guys want to come up and have your way, it's cool with me. We're both like, no, we're good, thanks.
How do you even respond to something like that? You're like, I don't know if I'm there yet, sir.
I don't know if I'm really in that kind of mood, especially if you want to make eye contact, sir.
You're like, I'm in, but no eye contact. Justin draws the line at mouth kissing. He's okay with so much more. So
yeah, hotels, man, you definitely see some shit.
Yeah. You said that you've had some interesting experiences.
Yeah, you haven't lived till you walk in a room with a dude in a dog cage with a zipper mask, and you just go, "I'm slowly backing out of this room."
Have you lived? I mean, have you lived, Justin?
I'm not gonna lie. When hotels, man, yes, yeah, I've seen dead bodies.
Oh.
I've seen hookers. I've seen men jump out of rooms to escape paying hookers.
Well, I mean, that's the obvious way. Hey, 20 is a 20. So, yeah, that scene in Scanners. Yeah. I'm excited, bro. I mean, we've been doing this a while. We're getting some good some good traction and all that. We've had a lot of love lately.
We're getting older.
Right. Oh, there
Sarah,
you go.
if you want to go, we can go together. I'll write half of it. You can write the other half.
Yeah.
I worked in operations.
Why is it held? Oh, because it says shit.
Yeah, because it says shit and it's a naughty word. We don't say shit on this podcast.
Yeah. What the shit is that shit?
I almost clicked hide, but oops.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
this is a family podcast.
Hide
we don't
nor
talk
hair.
like that here.
Yeah. Wasn't that special?
We want to talk about Satan.
Perhaps could it be Satan?
Yeah. No, working in hotels, man, you definitely get some stories. Working at Hotel Baker, I've seen a lot of naked people there.
Oh.
That's the hotel I've seen the most naked people at.
Do people jump into the river at all over there?
No.
Yeah, that river's gross, man.
Oh, we had one. Oh my God, her husband. As soon as they got married, he left and went to a bar down the street. Didn't tell anybody.
Nice.
Oh, she was hammered, and she was at the front desk. My husband died. He jumped in the river, and he's dead.
But he didn't die.
Oh, the best thing was our valet goes, "Don't worry. If I was married to you, I'd kill myself too, 'cause you're a horse face."
Wow, Sarah Jessica Parker came to your hotel.
We had Michael Anthony Hall and his mom.
Oh,
his mom.
Anthony Michael Hall?
And we had Davy Jones from the Monkees.
Before he died.
Yeah, he's stout boy. He had his little posse.
The Monkees are dropping like flies, man.
Yeah, he had a full-on posse with him, like 30 guys. And
it's like, hello, I'm Davy Jones.
No, it was like funny watching him.
That's right, I do a Davy Jones impression.
He'd be like, oh, look at this pillow. It's this, and like, you can tell they're all paid because they all laughed.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, that's not even funny.
I can't believe that he has enough money to do that, or had.
I don't know.
The last time I saw him was on SpongeBob when he was laughing. He's like, oh, yeah, you're in my look. I'm Davy Jones. I've been practicing that for years. I've never had a chance to bring out my Davy Jones impression.
You love Davy Jones.
I love Davy Jones. Mickey Dolenz a jerk.
Yeah.
He is like a legit jerk asshole. So I say that because I know people who have met him and had numerous experiences with him where he was just a complete asshat.
How disappointing is it when you meet a celebrity and you're like, you are just a complete asshat, my friend?
So we kind of had this discussion about when I was talking about Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
And just he was so rude to the wait staff and everybody else and all that. And it's like his comedy was funny, but it's just not that great. Nice.
Thanks, Matt. The Spirit Box. The spirits have said that we rock.
We're gonna be ghost hunters this year, dude. And the Duo Finds is gonna make that happen. And it's gonna be a funny ass video because you're gonna scare the crap out of me.
I think that we should investigate a comic book store. Find a really old one,
like an old comic book store.
That'd be great.
Always go someplace where there's like actual ghosts or something. We should go to Camp Crystal Lake, right? I love it. We should go to Camp Crystal Lake. It's down here in Crystal Lake.
Batman,
right? We'll do that. We'll go looking for Jason Voorhees.
Actually, me and Matt have gone ghost hunting at a cemetery near there, and that asshole yelled "cops!" So I dove into the grass.
You know what?
And then he just laughed at me.
I'm just gonna get arrested at this point. You're like, yep, you got me. We were ghost hunting. You know,
He's like, sure, a bunch of dudes out in the woods ghost hunting, huh?
be like, do you see this? I'm still wearing my belt. So
It'd be like something about Mary the truck stop.
I
was
love.
just trying to take a leak. Yeah, me too.
He's like, yeah, on me, you're ruining it. God. Speaking of R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Oh man.
I sip Chris, you drink piss.
Drip, drip, drip.
I'll pee on you.
Oh man, we keep dropping people like flies. Welcome back to Justin versus Justin, the only show that can offend people that we're actually friends with.
All right. Well, I think we should dive into something geek related because we're going off the charts here with.
It's been a while, yeah.
So I think we should get back into some news and stuff here.
Yep.
So your big news when you walked in the door was that Arrow is getting the axe.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to conclude it after the 8th season. It's been 7.5 years or something.
Yeah, and it's like I said, I'm not, I'm not sad. I used to watch it when it first came on, and then I stopped. I haven't watched it in the last 2-3 years.
I wonder if it's going to be something that I get into down the road because I definitely like The Flash, and I think The Flash is basically Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's just kind of how they presented it.
Oh yeah, we're dropping.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Arrow. I never really connected with it.
Yeah.
I always thought, and I honestly have seen a lot of these people in person at like various Comic-Cons and all that.
Yeah.
Like I was literally sitting at a table one time right across from all of them, and they're very fine looking people, great, but it's not my taste.
I like Stephen Amell, and I think he'll go on to do some better stuff. But
I liked him on the show Hung. He was hilarious on Hung.
Yeah, I think I like him as an actor and stuff, but we'll see what the future holds with him. I'm not heartbroken.
Was he in True Detective, or was that someone else?
That was someone else.
So okay, they had like someone else that kind of looked like him or something, but I don't know. I mean, he's kind of a dud. He's like a mimbo, like a
he's a fembot.
He does. Oh, that's right. He does wrestle. Like, didn't he jump in on like a Monday Night Raw or something like that?
I do believe he did. Yeah.
The dude is in sick shape. I saw his American Ninja, and I mean that was amazing.
Yeah,
just
he
watching
does work
him go
out like crazy.
Like he killed it. So I can't take anything away from the guy. His isometrics bars and all that crap. Like it's great. I just don't like the writing on the show really. Like where they're going and where they take the characters, and I mean that's a big deal for me.
So we got that. Another thing in the news today that I saw, they want to reboot Rush Hour with a female twist now.
Who cares? That's my question. Like, why reboot any of this stuff?
Yeah.
Who said it was a good idea to do what women want as what men want? With
I just shook my head and I was like, really? Why?
Oh, those comments. Keep them rolling.
Yeah. Matt always keeps us entertained.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I saw that and I was just like, really? Do we have to reboot Rush Hour with a female cast? I mean, can't they come up with an original fucking idea these days?
To be fair, one of the movies that you actually liked for an honorable mention last year was Overboard.
Yeah.
Right? To be fair, and it's like, and we weren't sure that was going to be any good.
Yeah, I gave that an honorable mention. I did like it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just, you got Ghostbusters and all this.
They're coming out with a third one, like the.
Well, yeah, but they're coming out with a legit one now.
Yeah, I hear they're going to mix it. It's going to be the two mixed casts. Yeah.
Oh, I've heard they're not.
Oh, okay.
I've heard there's going to be kids.
Well, I've heard other.
I've heard different things.
Shut no guff, Chet. You kissed your mother with that mouth? Shut. Is this yours? Benedict Arnold.
Did you ever find Bugs Bunny attractive when he put out a dress and picked Girl Bunny?
No. I like this because I got to be Wayne once. He never lets me be Wayne.
Shut up, Card.
Damn it. I grew this beard for respect.
I would have to say other big news coming this year is we'll both be at C2E2, the Chicago Entertainment Expo.
We are going to be headlining the show. No, I'm just kidding.
We are official press members.
That's right. We've got our press passes, so we are on our way. We're going to get out. We're going to hopefully get some Jefferson's autographs, and
Samantha said me and you should go in cosplay. I was like, as what, Wayne and Garth? That's about all we can think of.
Silent Bob and Silent Bob. What the hell would we do?
I know. She was like, you guys go as Wayne and Garth, but then she's like, you have to shave your facial hair, and then I'd break up with you.
You're like, I could grow it back.
I could grow it back with my pubes.
Oh, like a Beavis and Butthead. I don't know what we could really realistically cosplay as.
No, I'm gonna be professional. It's our first rodeo as official press members.
You know, I was wondering about that because, like, I'm clearly gonna wear something comic related, but I'm like, should we show up in a suit and just like mess everybody's minds up, and then be like a big hat or something like that, and be like, sensational! Tell me, what are you gonna do?
Tell me, what are you dressed as today?
Fantastic! Readers around the world want to know. They're like, why are you talking like a newsreel from the 1940s?
Or,
I don't know.
Or should we be that asshole? It's like, tell me what you're dressed as today.
What do you think this feels like?
I see your boobs.
I think.
In further update, I have an erection.
She goes, that's not an update. I know. We're like, yeah, so we're reporting live from behind the door we were just thrown out of. I am excited, though, because this is going to be the first opportunity for me to meet a lot of people that I've absolutely adored growing up. This is George Perez's last show.
Yep.
So anyone who is not familiar with George Perez, if you liked Infinity War, well, he drew Infinity Gauntlet. So, I mean, it was the comic that it came from. It's amazing. He's also credited for one half creator of Deathstroke the Terminator. He created the Teen Titans. The guy's a legend. He is literally a legend as it goes.
And Martin Starr will be there.
I love Martin Starr. That's going to be pretty cool.
I was like, damn it, he's not on the interview request list that I got.
Oh, you'll have to go over that with me because I didn't know what you can get.
Oh, you didn't get that list?
No.
Apparently, I'm more important.
I don't know because they kind of like.
Because you're the Wayne. I put you down. I said he's the Wayne.
I kind of feel lucky that I got anything at all, to be honest with you. But what was the other thing I was going to say? But yeah, Chris Claremont. So the writer of X-Men: Dark Phoenix, and he did X-Men for 17 consecutive years, the longest run on a comic that anyone had ever done at the time. I think.
So you're gonna ask the hard-hitting questions. What's it like to draw Wolverine's Wayner for 17 years?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't draw. He was the writer. So there.
Sir, I didn't draw it.
Actually,
well, I don't want to talk to you. Let me tell you about X-Men for the last 17 years. It stinks.
Oh, I'm gonna ask him what his favorite Chevy Chase joke is.
So we're here to talk about my show, not yours.
I love it. It'd be like, can you please tell me what you think of Tim Meadows? Dude, I gotta tell you my Tim Meadows news.
So, you have Tim Meadows news.
I do. So coming up in Tim Meadows news. That's an echo effect. That's
okay.
new.
Oh, yeah.
I had to pay a lot for that. So I finally watched Ladies Man.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I can't believe that you're a Tim Meadows fan and you never watched them.
I had never seen it. And,
that disappoints me.
My friend Dave was like, I've seen this 100 times. I'm like, I've never seen it.
It disappoints me down to my core that you were like, I watched Ladies Man. I was figuring, he's watched it a million times. Nope.
No,
not at all.
Well, I bought it, so I now own it. And I start watching this other show with Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah.
It's called like Son of Zorn. Have you seen this show?
Yeah, I didn't care for that.
So, well, I mean, I feel like Jason Sudeikis' voice just really gets to people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, hey, how you doing? Got some fake chow? Yeah. I married a hot chick. Yep. Why? I don't know.
He did, Olivia Wilde.
He's just like really like he's grating. He's like Joe Rogan a little bit, where he's kind of like super in your face.
Joe Rogan, yeah, he has his moments.
Yeah. So, but that's kind of where I'm at.
Because he's the Rogan.
But how awesome is that? Tim Meadows is like the new husband of Zorn's ex-wife.
Dude, Tim Meadows is popping up everywhere. He's on the Goldbergs.
Yeah,
he's on the spinoff of the Goldbergs. He's also on
Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, he's the mailman on Bob's Burgers. He's also there's a show on YouTube, actually, on YouTube Red. What is it? Ryan Anderson Solves Murders. He plays one of the gay dads.
I can see that.
It's like
that's a good role.
I'm watching it. I'm going, really? That Tim Meadows is popping up on this show?
Yeah. No, I mean, You and I have honestly been some of the biggest Tim Meadows supporters that I could think
We
of.
have.
You know, from the beginning. I don't think I could ever say a bad thing about him.
Like
Ladies Man was funny. It was not like the funniest, but I think it had to do with like the other actors. Like Will Ferrell was really trying in that movie.
Oh yeah.
But it's funny because there's like watching it now, it's like, oh, they're really kind of down on gay people, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay.
It was not politically correct.
No, and it wasn't even all that long ago. So it's kind of.
So tell me,
everything's
sister,
kinda changed
where
around
did
the
you
movie.
hold this missionary position?
You are quite honestly gay, Craig. It's like you just don't know yet.
So yeah, if Tim Meadows was at C2E2, man, I'd be jumping. I'd be beating people up to get in front of that line.
Seriously. Yeah.
Tim Meadows, yeah, we're your biggest fans. Answer our questions.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like when you were on Saturday Night Live and you got to work with Chris Farley.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. And I recently did a guest appearance on a show that'll be coming out pretty soon for the Derailers. They're a Canadian-based kind of a show that does all kinds of randomness. It's pretty crazy.
So it's a copy of our show.
No, they were way before us.
Just not as good because it's Canadian.
I will say this. They did say that I derailed their conversation more than anyone has ever derailed their conversation in the first 15 minutes. It was all over the place. They're like,
Damn Yank.
They're like, geez, you're like Robin Williams. I'm like, oh, Robin Williams, wonderful, man. Fantastic. Oh, yes, look at this. Hey, is that cocaine? Hey, chief. You know, it was crazy. It was like all over the place.
I haven't done much. I've been healing.
Yeah, you have. You've been convalescing and
Yes.
listening to your Bible on tape. I don't know. What do you do?
I kind of rewatch old TV shows and movies lately.
You mean like the Munsters? Or like
No, I haven't watched the
MeTV?
Munsters. I don't hit Me TV. It's usually Hulu and Netflix. I don't have TV.
I do like Me TV though. I'll say because sometimes I'll just be sitting there and I'm like, Kolchak the Night Stalker.
The only
All
thing.
right, way to go, Darren McGavin.
There's weird feedback. Watch your mics. Oh, don't cross the streams, bro. No, I caught up on Shameless, so that made me happy.
Oh, that's good. So Shameless is a great show.
Dude, Shameless is amazing.
I think so.
Finally, Fiona's leaving, that bitch.
You know, like Fiona. I mean,
No,
it's kind of like the best thing about the show, man.
no, dude, she became a whiny bitch.
Oh, she did.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I'm like, oh, thank God
Get
she's
that
leaving.
What about I like the Neighbors. You remember they
Yeah.
adopted the Amish girl?
Oh,
with the
dude,
baby?
it gets even
hilarious.
better. He adopts some illegal Mexicans this season.
It's
Because
so
he wants
funny.
a son, so he adopts a
He
kid
is
named
such a good
Santiago.
sport. He is honestly such a good sport because he'll do anything and like just show his wang and all that.
Oh, he gets a vasectomy this season too. It makes it even better. In
Weren't they
the
trying to
last,
have a kid.
they had 2 kids.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah, and in the last episode, just from this last Sunday, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to spoil it for you a little bit. It's great. They've basically been lying to this church that they send their daughter to. They only had one spot open, and since they have twins, they send both of them. But they told the kids to kind of like switch back and forth, like one go hide in the cubby hole, and they don't go. And they find out, and the punishment is Kevin has to dress as Jesus in their play and carry this giant like 300-pound cross.
I can see that working. I can see that.
And it's funny. They're sitting like like Frank and all them are sitting on their front steps, and
Sorry.
oh come on, there's always spoilers. Okay, let's talk about something else. Opie on AMC. How about that, Matt?
I don't know what that is.
Opie from Sons of Anarchy. He's on he's on Walking Dead now.
So that's something else that I've never even seen. Sons of Anarchy. I'm aware of who's in it, and I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes. But it just seems like something that I'll eventually get into. It's pretty cool.
Sons of Anarchy was a good show.
Nice.
Rocked beta. I knew Matt would be excited for that when I read that he was going to be on there. I was like, oh, Matt's got a chubby because I know Matt loved Opie.
Nice. Is it who is the main character? Jack or something?
Who?
On Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, I can't remember everybody's
Jimmy?
name. Matt, tune in. You chime in and
Jimmy?
tell him everything about Sons of Anarchy.
Jimmy 2 feet.
No, it wasn't Jimmy.
Hey, and Rob Schneider was right down the street the other day. So last week, Rob Schneider was right down the street from my work. That was kind of cool. And I was hoping I'd see him at like Kinko's or something. Go, the Rend Man, the Rendinator.
Jax, that's it.
Oh, Jax, yeah.
Actually, I was looking for something to do.
I almost
just
went.
for like upcoming events that I was like, oh, what should I go do? And I saw Pauly Shore's coming to town. I almost bought you tickets just to be a jackass.
Dude, I would go. I would go because I mean, it's fun, like to go and see a comedy show and all that. But it's like he is really a jerk.
I was gonna buy you the meet and greet passes.
What are they, like $60 too much?
I don't remember even what they were, but I was like, oh,
where's he coming? Is he coming to the Arcada?
I believe he's. It was gonna be at the Schaumburg, Chicago Improv in Schaumburg.
Coming to Zanies, bro.
Zanies is a real smart, bro.
Hey, why don't you wiggle over here, girl? It's like, what?
My jokes are from the 90s.
I did, it's funny because I was a really big. I was a. Yeah, he pays us.
Thank you for coming.
Me, you
if you
son
look
of a
under your
bitch.
chair, there's $20.
Give me some candy, you son of a bitch.
For reference. Everybody give me 5 stars on Yelp.
I'm in this store, bro. Yeah, so Pauly Shore, not a nice guy, not a nice person. And it's kind of along those lines of now we're getting to the point that we're getting these press passes. We're going to go meet people. We talked about before, like people we don't want to meet, don't want to hang out with. Like I don't want to hang out with Bruce Willis.
I would go meet him, even though he's a dick.
I would absolutely love to hang out with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, I feel like actually all around guy would be amazing. Like even though he's weird,
I got super jealous. My friend and his wife. His wife does the Scottish games.
And like caber tosses and shit.
His wife's into that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's my other buddy Matt, not Matt from the Duo Finds, but this Matt is the track and field coach for the Thundering Herd. For Marshall, we are Marshall.
Oh, okay. So that's the thing.
Yeah, she got to go to the Arnold Invitational, and they got to hang out with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What would that sound like?
I don't know. Probably like, I like how you do it. You got the big log, and you go over there, and
you pick it up, you put it down. It's very heavy.
I really like how you handle wood. Perhaps you'd like to come to my room and you can handle some wood.
Hey, are you a nanny? Are you a nanny? I'll impregnate you.
But yeah. No, actually, he's probably a super cool guy.
Did you see? I shared something about how he wants to get the rights back to Conan and do Old Man Conan, and he was so excited. He was reading in the Conan voice, like the Conan comic book, and I'm like, dude, if ever you got like a freaking geek boner, it's like, oh, when Conan reads Conan, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it would be amazing, dude. Did you see the one with Momoa? With Jason Momoa? It was so unsatisfying.
It was.
And it's like, it's not like, I don't know what it was. It like wasn't terrible. It just wasn't what I wanted.
It's like Mad Max to me because like everybody loved the remake. There's a lot of people loved it.
Really?
A lot of people loved the Tom Hardy version. I watched it and I was like, this. That was
another one where it's like the Oscars are absolutely just like kissing this movie's ass, and I'm like, it's not that good of a movie.
Yeah, I watched it. Like everybody talked it up. I didn't see it in theaters. I waited for it to come out, and when I finally watched it, I was like, what the fuck's all this about? This movie sucks.
Boring. It was really boring, and they're like, oh, fast cars and stuff. I'm like, I would rather watch The Rock, and Mark Wahlberg and whatever, just like running around and driving cars and crap like that than watch this.
I'd rather watch Vin Diesel and Michael Caine have a drag race.
Vin Diesel and Michael Caine need to make that movie.
I'm gonna be in Fast and Furious.
He was in The Last Witch Hunter with him.
Oh, that's right, he was.
Yeah.
It'd be better if they made Fast and the Furious.
It would. He's like, you're too fast and I'm too furious.
You wanna dance? You wanna race for slips?
I am Groot. Yeah, the milk ones. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Mad Max was not a great movie, and I thought that it's like, okay, they're looking at all this stuff like best director, best editor, best all this crap. Charlize Theron was the best thing about that movie.
It was. It's
and
true.
She's in, and I mean, she was so out of place, and just Tom Hardy. That was one of the things that made me think that he was a bit overrated because he had like 5 lines in the damn movie.
Yeah.
And everyone's raving about this great performance.
That's because, like most movies, they hire Tom Hardy and then they hear him speak and go, oh, shit, we made a mistake.
Did you like, I know we talked about this before. I liked Lawless. I thought Lawless was cool.
Lawless.
I thought it was so good. And then it's like, why can't we get that Tom Hardy? Then he shows up in Venom, and no one expected it to be any good. And I'm like, okay, we got the Lawless one.
Yeah.
And I loved him when he was in Star Trek.
He can have good performances, but he can have some real shit ones too.
Yeah, I guess he's like a 50-50 guy.
Yeah, I think
he's a Tom Cruise, isn't he?
He really is, actually, yeah. Because, I mean, he's got the look in all the movies he's in, but, yeah, then...
To be fair, Tom Cruise is a 60-40 at best. He's not a 50-50. He, for every terrible movie that he has, he's got one that comes up behind it. Yeah, Lawless does rock, man.
Dude, Lawless is a great movie.
We should do an episode about Lawless.
Dude, that was
that Shia LaBeouf.
I'm gonna lie, that era of movies was great because we got Lawless, and we got what was the one with Johnny Depp where he played John Dillinger?
Dillinger, I think. Public Enemies.
Public Enemies. That was a great one too.
Yeah,
that was a great year of like that genre of movies. Like
way before Gangster Squad.
Yeah.
Right. Ugh. Did you see Gangster Squad?
Yeah.
It's not a good movie.
Tom Hardy isn't good on his own. He needs others around him, which is very true.
Yeah.
I mean, he did okay as Bane. But yeah,
he needs others around him.
Yeah.
I mean,
he needed Batman. If it was just a Bane movie, it would have sucked.
I mean, he did a good job in like his early stuff. He was good, but yeah, he's one of those guys probably like Vin Diesel that needs other people to make him look good.
Vin Diesel can do it on his own.
I mean, I'm waiting for his one-man show, I guess. But I mean, Ryan Reynolds has done movies where he's been like the only person. Like, do you see that one where he got like buried alive in the dirt and all that?
I hated that movie.
Well, I'm just saying he has the charisma where he can hold something like that.
Well, what about the movie where he was the serial killer and his dogs and cats tell him what to do?
That was one too. And did you? Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch. Remember, he was in Paper Man. He's done all kinds of shit.
Oh, the duo finds is going to the Crown Point jail in Indiana, one that Dillinger escaped from in April. That's awesome. I want to go.
That's pretty slick. Yeah.
It's my birthday. How about an early birthday gift? No.
In April?
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
We've only been co-hosting this show for a year, and you don't even know my birthday. That's it. I'm out.
I don't even know how to spell your name half the time.
Oh, no, I hate when I do stuff and it autocorrects your name all the time to E.
That happens to you too? Every time I go to type my own name, there's an E in it. I'm like, do I text him that much?
Yeah, when I type your name, it pops up with an E.
Yeah, no, it's and I don't know why that just led me down a path of things like this, but yeah, those movies were good, and I remember like The Untouchables. There was like a whole bunch like that.
Kevin Costner, yeah.
Michael Shannon's a freaking crazy looking dude, and I mean when he was in Lawless, it's like, dude, he's scary and he's killing people over hooch.
Yeah,
Are they still making movies like that, like the stylized sort of gangster stuff?
Not really.
No,
yeah. No, it's all about robot love.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of movies about robot love.
And it's called Robot Love.
Lately, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bumblebee, I love you. Oh, Lita, I love you.
So, I mean, Ex Machina, when that came out, that was clearly about robot love.
Yes.
Right? iRobot, Her, another thing with like AI.
I'm not gonna lie though, Her had a great scene where like the AI talks back to him and it's like, you're a fat fuck. I love that. That was the best part of that.
Sounds like my Alexa.
Alexa, tell me the weather. You're too fat to go outside today. Fuck you, Alexa.
I'm like, is this Will Chamberlain? Speak up, coward.
Oh yeah.
my daughter texted me from like a different number. I didn't know who it was. I go, is this Will Chamberlain? She didn't get it.
It's the ghost of Stonewall Jackson.
This is really amazing. Can we just reflect on this for a minute? God, we quoted fucking Iron Man or Anchorman 2, dude.
Now, wasn't that the third one with Stonewall Jackson?
There's not a third one.
Oh, that's right. There isn't a third. I'm a little loopy from my meds.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't blame you. I'm loopy from your meds, too.
I get special meds now.
Yeah. So, yeah, you gonna tell everybody about your how you're doing?
I'm doing great.
That's good. We're good to hear. We're glad you were out convalescing for a little while.
Yeah. No, I got to eat some great hospital food. It's like that scene from Hot Shots. They're taking good care of me. The food is nutritious.
Dude, I haven't seen Hot Shots in forever. I love that first part where he's doing the Rambo and he's dipping and he goes, gummy bears. That's a great
It
comedy.
was totally, the doctor came in and he's like, you can go now. And I'm like, but I can't. He's like, why? Because they've tied my shoelaces together.
Yeah, they did.
And it was like a knot, those bastards.
Oh man.
So then he carried me out and I need a drink of water. I can't go on.
So they don't really make stuff like that anymore. I mean, what was the last kind of parody movie that we had? Was 50 Shades of Black?
Yeah, that was the problem.
That was the worst movie I think I've ever seen.
They took those parody movies and just made them fucking god awful.
Yeah.
See, Hot Shots did parody movies with class and dignity.
It was like Airplane. I don't know if it was Zucker's, but I mean, it was like Airplane. Dude, this is totally random. Where do we even get here?
I don't know. I mean, come on. That Charlie Sheen and his dad both stand up and go, I loved you in Wall Street.
R222. Saddam Hussein when they drop the bomb on him. Oh, man.
No, I like it when he gets in the boat. She's like, oh, you got to cut. And she rips her shirt up. And the other guy, yeah, I'm cut too.
Geronimo!
She sends him the breakup card. It was written on recycled paper.
And I love that was the woman from Pee-wee's Big Top. Yep. Wasn't it? And I'm like, dude, it's Pee-wee's Big Top girlfriend in Hot Shots.
Most gruesome movie ever.
Yeah. And I was always surprised they didn't mention The Punisher, which I always thought with Dolph Lundgren, which was like super. And I'm like, well, I guess they're doing studio stuff.
Yeah, they're doing big movies.
So RoboCop is now selling fried chicken.
Yeah, RoboCop now sells fried chicken. Ha, 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 ha. That's how he laughs in the commercial. It's gross.
Yeah. Freeze, dirtbag.
RoboCop's now.
80s action movies are king right now. It is probably the hottest property. I mean, in the past 10 years, we've had a Rambo. We've had a Rocky.
We're getting another Rambo.
Creed 2 came out on DVD.
Yeah.
By the way. We're getting another Rambo.
I didn't rush out. Yeah, we're getting a final Rambo.
I played the Rambo video game at Dave & Buster's, and I think I pumped like $16 and actually beat it. You go actually Rambo First Blood through First Blood Part 2 through First Blood Part 3, which is kind of I don't even know how it's done. It's Sylvester Stallone. I mean, you're looking for something clever, but it's just not there.
Through First Blood 27.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think this one's Rambo.
I ate that shit up.
I think it's Rambo escapes from the nursing home.
Does he yell, I am the law? And he forgot what movie he's in. And then Jason Statham shows up and he's like, come on, we got a job to do.
I just pooed myself. I just shit myself a little bit.
There's a giant shark chasing me. Why are you whispering? I don't know.
Well, no, Jason Statham's coming out with The Rock, and they have their own spin-off without Vin Diesel for Fast and Furious.
Yeah, because remove the most popular thing about your movie, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's why Vin Diesel doesn't like The Rock anymore.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, because he said it's about family, bro.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah, he was, and The Rock was like, it's about money, bro.
You know what? I think The Rock is probably one of those guys in Hollywood that's actually nice.
Yeah.
It seems like it just from like where he comes from humble stuff. And I mean, he's huge right now.
Oh, he's gigantic. And I mean, I don't blame him. If I was in his role, I'd be doing every fucking movie I could too. Because I want to make sure that I get enough money for when I'm not popular. He's the next Samuel L. Jackson, except for he's not as talented as Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, he doesn't throw motherfuckers out.
I think he said like one once.
Yeah. But we did go see a Rock movie.
We did,
the other day,
yeah,
and we actually both enjoyed it.
I thought it was really good, and I think we each gave it a B rating.
We did.
I mean, go and watch the video, obviously.
Yeah, go watch Fighting with My Family, a movie review.
Yeah, chimps, so like us.
Yeah, don't give people the juicy gossip. They gotta go watch the other video, buddy.
I'm just thinking of that scene where Garth is working on the hand. It's like, I've always liked you, Garth. He's like, really?
It's like that time the guy, he cut his tongue off and he put it in a jar and it grew and pulsated, grew baby tongues.
Grew his baby tongues.
That's weird.
Sweet.
So yeah, no, The Rock's great actor. Yeah, we got a little lull in conversation.
You know, with The Rock, I thought the coolest thing about that last movie we saw is that it was very Rock light. Like The Rock shows up and you expect him to show up, and he was like just there for maybe 2 minutes.
He just had to throw out his Can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
And I was honestly really glad that we went with Matt because he was able to explain a lot of this to us because we didn't know the story. You know,
And
we're like, oh, cool.
Maybe now thinking about it, was it like a punch at Vin Diesel when he goes, I'm Vin Diesel, mate.
That's a good point. Maybe.
Yeah, because The Rock was a producer, so maybe it was like a shot at him.
That's pretty funny. I am Groot. So
I am Groot. Can you imagine that? And they're like, we want you to be in the next Marvel movie. Great. What's my role? You're just going to be a guy who says I'm Groot. And really, we just need you to record it once. That's it. We're going to pay you $50.
And then he says it like Troy McClure. It's the part I was born to play, baby.
Actually, when he's hanging out with Michael Caine, his real voice comes out.
Yeah, is that what?
He's like, "Hi, Vin." He's like, "How you doing there, Michael?"
Does that mean that Michael Caine will not show up in a Rock movie now because he's good friends with Vin Diesel?
With the Vinny Diesel. I know Vin Diesel, and he told me that
lines was awesome.
I was in the yard like Vin Diesel, and I can't be in the movie. You rock. Yeah, right. I guarantee you. But I'll pay you $2 million. Oh, I don't know who Vin Diesel is, mate.
So when are we gonna get our movie where The Rock is in it with Morgan Freeman? That's what I want. This is my son, Dwayne Johnson.
How about a Hulk movie with The Rock playing the Hulk and Morgan Freeman plays old black Bruce Banner?
So he turns from the Hulk into
it's reverse Hulk.
Oh my god! When you said old, it made me think of that stupid Dershowitz movie or whatever. It's did you see like Harvey Dershowitz or whatever it is on Netflix? It's a new Adam Sandler, Ben Stiller, and freaking Dustin Hoffman vehicle.
No, I didn't watch it.
It is the worst, and it's just so boring.
As soon as I see Adam Sandler on Netflix, I go next.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I watched it because I wanted to see what it was all about and all that, and it was trying to be like the Royal Tenenbaums, I think, and it's just boring. It's like, oh, Dustin Hoffman as like an old man who complains about crap, and his sons don't get along, and Adam Sandler makes funny songs on the piano, but he can't seem to get his life together. I'm like, what? It's like a lot of garbage all strung together.
Nope. I skipped over it and went to the National Geographic monkeys jerking off. It was way better.
Well, at least you got a beginning, a middle, and an end. You want
to watch Adam Sandler and monkeys jerking off? I'll take the monkeys.
You know what?
And then you're like, oh shit, he's picking fleas off that other monkey. This is fucking getting good.
I had a conversation today about watching like the shows on the Discovery Channel and how one show seamlessly leads into the other one. You don't realize for 3 hours that you've been watching Naked and Afraid or some shit.
Morgan Freeman's got a show on there.
This is a story about God.
Yeah, he's doing.
No, not me. The other one.
Well,
you'd be watching something and it's like, oh, Treasure Hunters, Snake Island. Be like, hey fellas, hey, Creedence Guild, how you doing? You just missed it. We were just talking about wrestling. So Creedence Guild is another show. You guys should check out their show, the Creedence Guild. They're on the Somebody's Network. They were nice enough to accept the Justin versus Justin show, and I'm glad to have you.
We're network people now.
That's right. We're networking. Ooh, sup?
We're on a network.
That's right. That's right. And we're live streaming. We're
live streaming. We're networking. We got press passes. We're getting pretty big. He's got merch now.
We got merch.
And we're not selling it yet.
We sing. But we dance. We do impressions. We're double threats.
But if you do,
because our dancing's honestly not that good.
If you do want a Justin versus Justin button, just let us know. We'll mail you a button.
Yeah. Should we show them the buttons?
Yeah, go ahead. Flash them. Flash the buttons. If you want a button, we'll send you a button.
I was hoping to do a contest
where maybe we'll throw some stickers too.
Where we have people like take a picture of their button on like a jean jacket or something like that. It's like in some crazy place. Dance monkey.
How about a button on your butt?
That seems painful. I'm okay with that.
We'll send one to Steve-O.
Hey, do people still plank? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm not good at culture.
Merch is how you know you made it. That's damn right.
Yep. Actually, I just saw someone else with some merch. I saw Patsy from the Throwdown Thursday podcast with some Creedence Guild merch. So,
Nice.
and that was pretty sweet looking because it looked like a highball glass.
Or check out the Duo Finds. They've got lots of merch.
Does the Duo Finds have merch? I heard they have
They
stickers.
got shirts and everything.
Do they really?
They got shirts. They got stickers.
I have been living my life all wrong. Here I am wearing a fucking Daredevil shirt.
Matt will even clone a Willy for the ladies.
I
don't think he charges for that one though.
Does he get Richard Hendricks from it? Oh, he won the championship for the Cretans. Okay, so yeah, and actually that's yeah. I was going through this with them. They're doing a bracket for wrestlers, like all-time wrestlers, and we would be remiss if we did not mention the passing of a very famous person. I'm talking about the most famous person who passed away in the last couple days, King Kong Bundy.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah. So, what do you think? I was going to say Luke Perry.
I don't know if we should laugh at that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was only laughing at the joke, dude.
That's kind of sick, man. You're disgusting. I don't know if I could be on the show with you anymore. We're breaking up.
No, yeah. I mean, King Kong Bundy was amazing. This is a guy, it's like, I know people who weren't even into wrestling that respected King Kong Bundy.
That's because his name, man.
Yeah. I think he actually showed up on Married with Children once.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah. So that's why I say he was way bigger star than.
Well, most of these WWE guys and WWF and all that.
Yes, definitely.
They cross over into TV so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the only person that if he passes away, nobody will see it is John Cena.
His son is Luke Perry's son is a wrestler. What? No way. What's his name?
Yeah, what is his wrestling name? And I liked how you I like how you skipped over Sarah when she asked where her button was.
Oh, we didn't make it yet. I'm like, I told you. Oh wow, I didn't know this. Is he related to the band Perry?
Is his name Yup?
Steve Perry? Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. When I heard that Luke Perry died, the first thing that popped in my mind was basketball. Luke Perry.
The Steve Perry.
Or Steve Perry.
Perry. His name is Jungle Boy?
Jungle something.
Nice.
Jungle Boy.
Yeah, lies.
All lies.
I'll bring one to you, don't worry. So I thought you wanted a hat, but you don't want a hat.
Everybody wants the hat.
The hat is cool, man. I'll tell you. I had a young hip guy tell me how to make the hat, so
I'm going to also see about getting embroidered shirts for our press pass days.
Because I read comic books. I am not cool. I don't pretend. Well, I pretend a lot. But
I pretend to be cool.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting. We've been talking about wrestling so much that I'm probably going to start watching anything again. I'm going to try to get into it and see if I can and all that.
I might give it a whirl.
Yeah, I think so. Like Monday Night Raw and like all these others. You know, was it SmackDown, NXT?
Yeah.
You know, it seems like it might be something like a good time to get back into it because it seems like it's become really relevant and interesting again.
I might also get it back into porn. That seems really interesting too.
My question is, you got out of it?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, okay. I'm like, start with NXT. Okay. I'm like, did you just find Jesus like momentarily?
I mean, I do work for him.
Oh, well, that is true. He is your co-pilot.
That's right, everybody. I work for God, and that's not a joke.
You're making death jokes about freaking celebrities, and you're like, I work for this conservative person. So,
who's my boss at work?
The Lord.
Yeah, who does everybody praise at work?
Who does number 2 work for?
Yeah, everybody's like, everybody in the house is like, how come you don't wear your Justen versus Justen stuff to work? I'm like, because I don't believe anybody there would like it.
Yep. I flat out tell people, do not look at my show. They're like, put this, and I'm like, no, because I'm pretty sure I mentioned vagina 6 times on purpose. So
boys have a penis. Girls have a vagina.
See, we're just talking medical stuff. You know, it's that's it.
So I gotta tune into this because thinking about vaginas now.
Wait, are you like looking at porn now?
No. I was listening to the radio in the morning, and one of my favorite thing is the second date update on Kiss FM. Okay. And this girl wouldn't go on. Yeah, no,
at least we didn't say it.
Yeah.
But the movie was great.
This girl wouldn't go on another date with this guy that she met because he was a gynecologist, and she said she didn't want her boyfriend looking at vaginas all day. I'm like, dude, that's pretty fucked up.
She has never seen Kindergarten Cop. And I mean, that's a shame. You cannot date someone who's never seen Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah, she was like, I figured, because she's like, I do this and I'm kind of bored of it when I get home. I don't want to do it. So it's like he looks at vaginas all day. What if he's bored of it? I'm like,
She didn't even think to ask, what if he's into asses?
yeah.
I mean,
well,
I feel like she completely missed the boat on
well,
that
I'm
one.
thinking too. I'm like, this guy has to probably look at some real ugly vaginas most of the day. I doubt it's going to be like all like really nice looking ones, and I'm sure it's like all like 67-year-old women that he's looking at. So I don't think she has much to worry about.
Hey,
I don't know.
honey.
That just popped into my head.
Hey, honey, what's for dinner? Oh, I haven't cooked yet. What do you want? Anything but tacos.
I got a real bad fish smell. I can't get it out of my nose.
Geez. It's like I took it here and you took it there. Oh my god. Oh, I love
How
it.
was your day, honey? Nothing but sideways smiles.
Oh man, that's. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I don't know what to say. Okay.
Oh, just worked with my cousin Cooter all day.
I think that's a type of cat. I don't know. Isn't that what they have in the South? I don't even know. Oh, so second date update is what that's called, is it?
Yeah, second date update. Sometimes you find some of them are really funny. Some of them are just stupid, but
We talked about our dating stories before.
Yes.
I mean, and I inadvertently one, and I didn't even know. And you're like, that takes the cake. I'm like, yeah, I guess that was kind of gross, right? Sideways hamburgers. That's why they call them sliders, right?
clam burgers.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is. I'd love to say this is not the standard for the show, but it really is.
It is.
It's
I mean,
like,
come on.
No, really, I'm quite lowbrow.
This is the sort of thing we talk about off the air the other day in our group message. Me and Matt named all the names for boobs.
Yeah, and I was sitting there. At work or something like that, and it's just like I get like this litany of things like that, and I see sweater puppies, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, me and Matt just kept going back and forth.
It was pretty funny.
Titties, tatas, sweater pillows.
I feel like there was more names in the.
Oh, there were a
90s.
ton.
Yeah.
There was. We probably named a good 50 of them.
Yeah, I was just there. So
Bajungas.
Let's go. God, is that what you name them? Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So we've recently been able to see some more movies. That's good.
Yes.
We will be going to see Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel tomorrow.
Yep.
I don't know. I saw a review. There's a reviewer that I really like, and usually I agree with him on movies. And I watched it, and he said it's not a good movie.
Did he like Bumblebee?
No.
Oh shit!
That's
this
right,
guy might be right.
No, I really when he watches movies, he's the only thing that I think we disagreed on was Alita.
Okay.
But he's very big into anime.
Well, I mean that's the thing.
If you're really big into anime, I think you would love it. And yes, everybody hit the like button.
Yeah, look at that. Hell yeah.
But yeah, he said that part of it reminded him of Terminator, like when he's like, "You can't do that." Why not? Because you just can. But you told me to.
That's Terminator 2, I'd like to point out. But still, I'm trying to suspend my expectations for the movie Captain Marvel. I have said from the beginning, I think that Shazam is going to be a better movie. It's going to be funny. Hey, what's up, Todd?
Hello.
I think Todd would agree with me that that Shazam will be a better movie than Captain Marvel. I am not so psyched about Brie Larson, but I'm going to give her a chance. And Jude Law's in the movie, and Samuel L. Jackson. So, and Clark Gregg is in it too. Yeah. So it's like it's like Alita. It has all of the ingredients to be a really good movie.
I don't get why everybody's so bugged by Brie Larson. She doesn't bug me.
She's not charismatic. She like any role that she's ever had, she's just played like a supporting back character. Like, what was her most famous role? Playing in The Room with like a kid.
I don't know.
I didn't see it. Did you? No, because it looked dumb.
I mean,
yeah. And before that, she's Scott Pilgrim's girlfriend.
It doesn't bug me though. I don't
Ex-girlfriend.
know. Everybody's throwing a big tiff. I'm like, whatever. I mean,
I got reasons, man, and things. However, I will say I did recently read The Origin of Captain Marvel, and if they're gonna do that, it's really good. I am going to give her a chance. I'm going to give the entire movie a chance. And look, I come up here all the time and I tell you my opinions about movies. I say that I liked parts of movies. There's a lot to like in these. I like parts of Suicide Squad, but as a whole, it's a bad movie. But, it's like you can't even debate that it's a bad movie. But I like parts of it, which means like I will watch it. So I will watch this movie. I didn't like Ant-Man, and that's probably a better movie than half of the movies that I've seen. So, does she save Tony Stark? She probably does. I don't know, but I know she bones him. So, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's that to look forward to. So,
yeah, no, I don't have a problem with her. Whatever, we'll see.
I don't find her
As long as Macy
interesting.
Gray's not in the movie, I don't give a shit.
Dude, you didn't hear?
If Macy Gray's in this fucking movie, I'm getting up walking out.
I wish William Shatner was in it.
I'm singing Rocket Man.
I don't know. Do you want to learn about Tech War? What?
It also in
Yeah, like the idea of Suicide Squad. And Suicide Squad 2 is coming out, and it's going to be better.
yeah.
But-
What about Will Smith? He's dropped out, and I
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
we're getting
Idris Elba.
yeah.
So,
And
way better actor.
What's the Australian guy that played the American soldier dude in the movie?
Rick Flag?
Yeah, he's not coming back either.
Who cares? No one
I know.
wants
I didn't like him.
Macy Gray is her co-pilot.
Oh, fuck this movie. I'm out. That's what you'll literally hear in the theater if Macy Gray pops up.
I'm tired of everybody going to Idris Elba as like, oh, we need like a charismatic, handsome guy. Let's get Idris Elba or something like that. And I'm like, you know what? There's other actors out there. You keep forgetting how good Don Cheadle is and all that. And it's
Don Cheadle's already in the movie, though.
Look, there's other types. He's not in that movie.
Oh, he's not in that movie, but he's got Marvel already. He can't cross over.
Like even like Dijman Huseman or the guy who's in Us, right? The next Jordan.
But see, these are all people that have been in Marvel movies.
He was great.
Well, I guess Idris Elba's been in a Marvel movie too, so I don't know.
He has, and he got killed. He got his ass killed for not shutting his damn mouth.
Yeah.
Not open that Rainbow Bridge. I don't know. Idris Elba's okay.
Are you saying Thor's gay?
I've been saying that for. No, that wouldn't suit.
Come follow us on the Rainbow Bridge.
Look, I'm not a Thor fan. I am not a Marvel Thor fan. I've said this from childhood. I'm not a fan of Marvel's character Thor.
I mean, come on, he was a badass in the last movie.
I like the movie Thor. I think that the movie Thor, the actor and all that is good. And look, I've debated this with the Old Man Wade show several times. He loves Thor. Thor is not my character. Not at all.
See, I like him because he's a Norse god and I'm Swedish, so I kind of gotta like him.
You're Swedish?
Yeah, I'm Swedish, man.
Explains why you're 7 feet tall and blonde.
Yes, that's why I'm so handsome.
He is actually very tall. It's funny because I forget sometimes he stands up and I'm like, holy crap, you're actually really tall.
I am very tall and very handsome, so that way if you're at a Comic-Con and you walk up to me, you'll be like, wow, who is this Greek god in front of me?
And you should see him put together modular furniture. It's like nothing I've ever seen.
I do love to go to the IKEA and just put furniture together for fun.
I don't even need a little tool. Yeah.
The funny thing is my dad makes those little tools for a living.
He does. He does, yeah. Yeah, and the basic crux of this show is that we are two friends named Justin who each have a dad named Bill.
We do. That's the funny part. And we look alike.
At times
I get that a lot of people. Everyone's like, how the fuck do you guys look alike?
Has that happened to us now?
I've gotten that a lot.
I'm clearly the guy in the hat, so
you look kind of like my older brother or something.
Fuck you. What an asshole. I look like your older brother. It's like, yeah, you've got that youthful look about you, you know.
Yeah. I have a youthful glow.
Still have your teeth together and all
you
that.
look like that guy who got run over by a bus and tells you that life sucks.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like, I used to have a life till she took it from me. Yeah, I can't even afford cigarettes. I gotta use
I was your age. Much older brother.
You touch your face.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah. This is what happens when life hits you like a Mack truck, right?
I think the funny part is it's just we are too much damn alike. We look alike. We got divorced at almost the same time.
Yeah. Yep.
Then we started a show together.
We both.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny. You were like, hey, you want to do a podcast? And I'm like, okay. That's the story. That's the secret,
want to hang out and like do a show? Okay.
Yeah. I was surprised too. I've talked to a lot of people lately, and I'm like, hey, do you want to come on the show? Do you want to come on the show? And there's a lot of people who are really afraid of doing that.
I would have to say, even when we started, I had a little like.
We do laugh alike, yeah. Sometimes we even walk alike. Patty Duke show. It's so relevant.
But no, even I was a little nervous when we first started.
Is that why you would always like hide behind the microphone? And you're like, hey, everybody, it's me.
That's why I always had the big monitor at first. Hello.
Oh, the big one. Yeah, you're like that. So that's why people just started to realize that we kind of look alike. So,
Yeah, pretty much. Just because our first show, I just went like this.
Remember that time you tried to convince me you were Mexican? And I'm like, what?
Matt says he'll come on. Matt, you're always welcome.
Absolutely. I mean,
Matt's usually with us on most of our videos. He's our
absolutely.
cameraman. So
absolutely. And then sometimes he walks by and I'm like, look, it's Matt from the Duo. Like he wasn't here.
You guys are funny. Yeah, we're funny looking.
We try. I mean, that's the thing.
Well, I even laughed in our last video. You can hear Matt laughing in the background.
Yeah, that was funny. That was a good one too. I hope honestly that people get some traction on these and start looking. The Alita video is now up over 100, I imagine.
Yeah,
100 views. We got our first hate comments on it.
Oh, we got a lot of hate comments.
Yeah, we gave it
wasn't just one. It was like 5.
We gave the movie a C, and people were like disagree.
We got told go back to your mom's basement.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. I don't live in my mom's basement.
I'm like, does this look like a basement to you, bro?
I live on the first floor, asshole.
It's called a carriage house.
I live ground level, bitch.
Like, it's a garage.
Yeah, no, people are like, don't sexualize her. I'm like, we didn't sexualize her. And then I went, wait a minute. Matt zoomed in on her boobs. And
it does look a little. I'll give you that. It's a den, but it does look a little like a basement. You're exactly right. So, but you can't see he's got a Breakfast Club poster over here, and there's a Dayglow one of like a what's that, a mushroom?
Mom, meatloaf.
That's your black light poster. Yeah, a lot of times we like to reenact episodes of the '70s show.
I never know what she's doing back there.
It does look like a basement. I get that. So
it's not a basement. It's just a very small living room.
This is where he keeps his implements for knitting. They're over there.
Actually, yeah, this is Samantha's craft corner.
It is. It's a craft
there's
corner.
my crap collection corner, and then the kids overtake the rest.
So, moving on from topics as we often do. Did you see?
Why are we awfully looking at
Did you see Wumblebee? Did you see what Sonic the Hedgehog is going to look like?
It looks like a shit show.
I mean, my big question for the
movie. Edward Norton.
Well, I mean that's that. Whoa! Oh, it froze. That's what happened. So,
I hope we're back.
And we're back.
What?
Did you knock something over? Did you knock? It said that they froze.
I didn't touch anything.
Did you break the internet?
I think we broke.
I think we broke the internet. I don't know if you guys can hear us or not anymore.
Let us know if you can still hear us.
Yeah, it's still going. Like we still say where it says live and it says whatever, but we have.
Yeah, it's still counting down. We still see your comments.
Yeah. Let us know. Let us know. Oh, let's see. We got someone. Oh, there we go. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you were going to tell us the ending to Alita.
Cal Naughton Jr.
Wrong song died.
You're back.
In
that case, we've summed up the whole movie, and we hope you guys enjoyed the show.
And the answer was 42.
How great would that be? Cal Naughton Jr. at the end of Alita. I'll give Alita a little bit of shake and bake.
I love it when you do that. I am wearing a hat, so I guess I can make that impression. I'm harder than a diamond in an ice storm right now.
With all due respect, you are an idiot.
I think Highlander won the Oscar for best movie ever made.
The Highlander was shit.
I love it. Now we're not talking about Alita anymore. We're talking about.
We need to make an Alita spin-off, kind of like Hot Shots, but with Alita.
I don't know. I just want to get away from robots for like a day. You'll get shaved. So yeah. A lot of people really enjoyed the movie. Our friends from the Cretans Guild. We were just saying, we put something out there that we gave it a C. Visually stunning film, but that's what everybody's bitching about.
We're like, we said it was visually stunning. Yeah. People not hear us.
I kind of take away from the movie the fact that I didn't think that the acting was good, and I didn't think that the casting was good. I didn't care for the direction. So it's like, if I'm looking at this as a whole, as not a fan necessarily of the source material going in, I'm like, this looks cool. I want to go see it. My problem was I felt that it was boring in times. It didn't have enough action to like maintain the pacing, and the parts that I liked the best of the movie were too short.
Yeah, right? The reason I gave it a C was just I walked away bored.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get that charge for movies, and it's like, oh, I want to go see that again. It's like, I'll be honest with you, I probably will see it again just to see if I missed something. But I mean, my favorite part of the movie was definitely with the bad guy that was played by Jackie Earl Haley. I thought that Christoph Waltz was flat.
Yep.
Very flat.
Yeah, he didn't show up like he does in most movies.
Yeah.
And the thing that pissed me off was the coolest, like, bounty hunter guy had like the stupidest scenes, and I'm like,
and it was Francis from friggin' Deadpool.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, this guy is like badass, and yeah. I think
okay, we leave that one.
My mouse died.
Very familiar with the story, and it went with someone who knew nothing. Their reactions was better than the movie itself, which is great. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Bumblebee.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, that was a stinker. And I didn't really
50
care
Shades
for
of Bumblebee.
Avatar either. So maybe there's something to say about the pacing of a James Cameron film that I'm not too pleased with.
My ass fell asleep during Avatar.
Did it?
It did. That movie was so fucking long. I'm
You
like,
needed
dude,
some
my
entertainment.
ass is asleep. I gotta go out. I mean, it's not as bad as a film that I almost picked up for you because it was in the Walmart bin.
Fucking Geostorm. Yeah, Geostorm was wretched.
I was gonna buy it for you.
And that's the thing. It's like, as far as like movies go, I'm glad that we're able to support stuff like this because, I mean, I remember like Fist of the North Star coming out on Showtime with Costas Mandalore, and it's like that's what we used to get for movies. 4 more Avatars.
How the fuck are they making 4
seriously?
more Avatars? It's taken 12 years.
How
to
many
make
more
a
Mad
second.
Maxes are they going to make? God.
Don't worry, they're going to reboot Mad Max with a female Mad Max this time. And
this is like when you were telling me about Rush Hour today, that they're going to redo Rush Hour. Look, I would rather have more Avatars than reboots. Like whatever.
I'm getting fucking tired of reboots.
Avatar has the chance to go upward and impress us with something. And honestly, you could just drop acid and sit and watch it, and it'll be cool.
I'll give this to like Predator.
Mad Maxine. And it's that woman from those cards.
She's on her period, and she's pissed.
No, she's that old woman in the hat and the glasses. She's like, my boobs sag. Right? That's Maxine. It's a movie. It's a Hallmark movie.
Sand, it just gets in everywhere in all your crevices.
You won't let that go, will you? Not my fault. You quote the prequels.
But as far as like movies that have had a shit ton of like remakes, I guess, like Predator. Predator's never rebooted, but they just keep continuing with
Large Marge. Tell them Large Marge sent you. God, I freaking love Large Marge.
I would watch that.
They write new, absolutely. They should be writing new stuff. And that's why I said it's like, what was that last movie that we saw that was really creative, that we loved? Like The House with the Clock in the Walls. That was creative. It was something that was new. It wasn't retread, and it gave you that suspenseful feeling of like when you were a kid and you're looking at stuff. And
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse was amazing. I just
saw
saw that again.
I love that.
Sarah liked it, right?
I'm like going on like number 4 times of watching it.
It's
I absolutely love that movie.
Yeah, and it was creative, and they didn't screw everything up by like trying to introduce every character. They gave their characters their spot.
Highlander was shit.
Never should they stop making Highlanders ever.
They should. Because I
watched the
Ricky
series.
Bobby. I watched the Highlander and it was shit.
I love Highlander. I bought Highlander Endgame for $1.
I've never heard of the Highlander.
Yeah, we should mention the former lead singer from Prodigy. I believe his name was Keith. Passed away. He was the Firestarter.
I am a Firestarter.
Yes, he passed away. Spider-Verse should have been the best picture.
It should.
You know what? That's what Justin was saying, that was his number 1 favorite movie.
It was.
And,
it was the most creative movie.
Seeing it a second time, I might consider bumping something off my top 10 list. But Spider-Verse was really good.
Was amazing.
It may have been actually the best looking movie too.
It was visually pleasing. The storyline flowed great.
Yeah.
It was just overall great movie. And then if you stayed and watched,
how great was Nicolas Cage in that movie?
If you watched it all the way to the end, even the little great like end clip.
Yeah,
that's
great. Another suicide. Him and Billy, I forget his name. He's a stand-up comedian, but he was like a musical comedian that passed away. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Fat of the Land, the album Fat of the Land you're talking about? So I am not as versed with Prodigy. I was more into things like Fear Factory.
I had listened to Prodigy since I was a kid.
Yeah, I was more into like 9 Inch Nails and all that. So I like my love was more like industrial metal than like industrial sort of I don't know what kind that was, like synth or something. But I was aware of it, absolutely. And wasn't that guy Tricky in it too? From He's, I'm the real Corbin Dallas, right?
I think so.
Yeah, he was in it.
Yeah, I'm not up on my Prodigy.
Well, we saw the Prodigy. Matt and I went.
I didn't get to see it.
It was, you know what?
I was still recovering from surgery.
So for horror movies and all that, it had some kind of stuff. Oh, techno. That's the right word for it. There. So I wasn't into that. So sorry, But no, we're sorry to lose him and all that. So and I ain't farting on no snare drum. So I definitely fit in more with the Airheads crowd. Yeah. Shitty Beatles. Are they any good? Man, they suck.
Oh, that's a movie they should make a sequel to.
Wayne's World? Wayne's World 3?
Airheads.
Oh, Airheads, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We saw you guys at the wheel well. You
The
sucked.
Lone Rangers? There's 3 of you. You're not exactly lone.
Christ, Vin Diesel only did 30 days and he killed somebody.
What you think about swimming pools?
That was when Adam Sandler was really good and he couldn't miss because it was like his first movie. So, but I saw the Prodigy with Matt from the Duo Finds and we liked it. And it was not as predictable. It was kind of interesting. Like a serial killer dies the exact time that a baby's born and his soul inhabits the baby. It was kind of a fresh take. So, the only thing I can think of that happened like that was maybe Chucky, Airheads, Revenge of the Airheads.
It should. They should be Airheads take on Pop.
Oh man,
like
Josie and the Pussycats.
JoJo Siwa.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Oh God. Just because I have a little girl in the house and I have to listen.
Is that the girl with the bow?
Yes.
Oh
and
yeah.
She's the most annoying thing ever. And
Yeah.
she just turned 16. And what was her gift to herself? A fucking BMW with her own picture on it.
That's narcissistic.
Yes, she's a fucking. Oh God, she's annoying.
So, Justin, I know we talked about like the movies that are coming out and all that. It's what movie in probably the next couple months are you the most looking forward to seeing? Because I know
I hate to say it because I know everyone's gonna be like, it's Avengers because I wanted to,
we got to close that out. I mean, that's the obvious. So besides Avengers,
besides Avengers, I really want to see Shazam.
You know my answer. You already know my answer. It's like,
and I really want to see the next Jumanji.
Yeah,
Because Danny DeVito's in it now.
When's that come out?
I believe around Christmas.
Okay. Well, that's probably a little bit further out then. So
yeah,
I'm really looking forward to Shazam. I'm really looking forward to Hellboy.
Yes.
Pet Cemetery is going to be an absolute shit show.
I think we weren't looking forward to Pet Cemetery until we just started making fun of the grounds.
Anyone who's seen a movie preview in the past probably 3 months has seen the John Lithgow
Grounds bad.
And it's
some things are better left dead.
I'm not looking forward to this. And again, reboots. It's like we can't come up with fresh ideas, and we're just reboot when Stephen King writes "boo" on a cocktail napkin. It's like it's any of it.
I'm looking forward to it too.
Yeah, and another reboot, but that's what we get. I
don't know if it's really a reboot. I mean, it's.
I think it's literally a reboot.
I mean, the first one definitely was. But I think because the first one was made for TV, so.
But it did have John Ritter and Harry Anderson.
Yeah,
they're both dead.
I mean, so it's a little more gory and a little more disturbing than the TV version.
Yeah, and I mean,
which I think is great. I like that they're not making it for TV.
Yeah.
Because nowadays everyone's so fucking sensitive.
And the star power that's in this is really good. Bill Hader is playing Richie. Yeah. You've got Jessica Chastain.
Yep. You got Mr. Split.
Oh yeah. So McAvoy's going to be in it, so it's going to be pretty good. It's supposed to have the bloodiest scene.
I heard that ever, but that was the actress in the movie saying that, so I don't know. Because I saw that and it was like says blah blah blah, and I'm like,
put him in the ground.
Ground's bad. Beep beep, Richie.
Tim Curry.
Yeah, but there's a lot of good movies.
I would love to see Tim Curry show up in the film. That'd be great. So.
Wilderness Girls. That was his finest
role.
That was his finest.
Corky Romano again?
No, that's not Corky Romano. That's Loaded Weapon.
Oh, Loaded Weapon. Okay.
That was Sam Jackson, Emilio Estevez.
Yes, it was.
And Whoopi Goldberg.
Kathy Ireland.
Kathy Ireland. That was a great.
With the gratuitous beaver shot.
That was one of the best fucking movies ever. I mean, come on. He shows up in a Girl Scout thing, goes, Wilderness Girls. And Whoopi Goldberg even opens the door to buy cookies from him. Where is the microfilm? The what? The microfilm.
I don't remember this movie as well
I
as
do.
you
I
do.
watched that movie. I loved it. Sarge, what's wrong? Here's some head and shoulders. Sarge, it's tingling. That means it's working.
See, I remember all the way back to like Amos and Andrew with Nicolas Cage and Samuel L. Jackson, and that was some shit.
Dude, you need to go rewatch Loaded Weapon, man.
I clearly
it's got Bill Shatner in it, man.
Clearly, I do. I do need to watch it. Oh man, but I mean, it's funny. It's like that's the kind of stuff we were talking about, like those parody films.
I saw Loaded Weapon just to see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 trailer. Nice.
Whoa.
And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 came out, and you went, "Wow, that was a waste."
Yoshi, come on, man! You were expecting the Addams Family.
They used 4 real beavers for the scene. Nice.
And those beavers went on to become the American president. This is CNN. I don't know, like
this is CNN.
Lethal Weapon 5. That actually happened.
Yes, it did. I don't mind the Lethal Weapon movies. They didn't really get bad. So
that was definitely you're getting too old for this shit.
You're too old for this shit, Rich.
I think I had like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle soundtrack for the first 2 of them, and then like the third one comes out, and I'm like, you know what? Even I'm not that big of a nerd.
I think the third one came out, and everyone just went, "Yeah,
what the fuck is Tarzan boy?"
I can believe like some turtles like come out of the sewer, but I don't believe they go back in time."
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. Well, honestly, it's one of those movies that is
the Always Sunny version with Danny DeVito as the chief.
I do have some fondness for Turtles 3. To be honest with you, it's kind of fun. I think it's got some interesting parts in it, and it's like it's crazy. It's just
Vanilla Ice was in the second one, bro.
Yeah, he was Ninja Rap and all that.
He wasn't in the third.
David Warner, I mean, they're fun movies to watch. Anything past that is just terrible. But the first one, I mean, Matt was just telling me he just picked up the figures.
Oh, he did.
Right,
they had it on their live stream. They turned out. They look really great. Full
Have you seen those
blackface.
things? A fellow chucker, eh? Wow.
Yeah, no, I saw those on his live stream. They look fucking amazing. I want them.
Oh, the catapult and to get the Todd. It does not surprise me that you did that to get the J.C. Jones figure. I would like to invoke the leather whip that you got with the Indiana Jones figure that you bought. So,
dude, everybody had to be an Indiana Jones figure.
I remember when Todd found an original Soundwave Transformer. That thing was freaking sick, and then he told me how much he paid for it. I almost threw up.
I remember as a
kid,
it
was awesome.
I remember as a kid, I had like these special ordered Transformers that were actually made of metal.
Hell yeah, we're gonna show it. Yeah, they did.
I don't ever know what happened to those things.
I remember when I first met my buddy Todd, he had the entire Beast Wars collection, and you see that like kind of on a table, like all spread out in front of you, and it's like that was amazing.
I had the full Ninja Turtle sewer set.
Yeah,
but the problem I had to have it cut off because as a kid, I took the pipe
and
I put it on my arm and I couldn't get it off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty dumb too. Hey, what's up, man?
Hello.
Good to see you. Good to see you, Henry.
Hello.
Henry, love all the ships and all the stuff that you've been posting. Your posts are great. Just to tell you, all this Star Trek stuff. Henry posts. He's got really cool stuff, like all these like deep sort of engineering stuff. So
GoBot toys.
GoBots, man, they're even bringing back GoBots in the comics and all that with like Leader One, and they are bringing back GoBot toys. And GoBots had the coolest bad guys, I thought, like there was like the chick who was a motorcycle and the guy was a helicopter. When he would stamp for some reason, a helicopter that stamps on the ground and makes an earthquake. Made no friggin' sense.
Matt put it on his arms too.
Yeah.
See, that's why we're friends, because we do stupid shit like that.
Yeah, Psykill. That's a yeah. So I put the jump rope thing on my finger and had to have it cut off with a bone saw. Not to be confused with Macho Man Randy Savage, who played Bonesaw in Spider-Man, but no, an actual Bonesaw.
I had to go through a box not too long ago, and I found some really cool old toys that I had, and I was like, man, I forgot all about these.
You didn't tell me about it?
I didn't, actually. I found all my old Aliens toys, like Ripley and all that, and I also found my Terminator toys.
We're sitting on a geek-based podcast, and we're not looking at these toys right now.
I didn't bring them out of the basement. They're still in the box.
Okay.
That's because
what's in the box?
I got 2 kids around the house, and I know if I take them out, I'll never see them again.
Did you have like those glow in the dark aliens? You find
I
hold
did.
on. You found your Voltron. Hold on a second. You need to stop what you're doing and tell me about your Voltron Matchbox figures right now because I want to hear.
He's getting a chubby, everybody.
This is the moment we've been waiting for.
That's Justen, Voltron Matchbox.
No, this Justin wants to hear.
Uh,
Yes, the Queen playset was awesome. Like
Yeah.
like Freddie Mercury, that one. So he's like, "We
I
are
still
the champions."
I still got my Ghostbusters backpack somewhere, like the full on thing.
We used to have these toy cars that you could. Oh yeah, and then you tap the. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I remember. I still have that.
I remember those. Those were great. 80s toys were amazing because they were so hard
the
to
pizza
break.
shooter van or just the pizza shooter, because I have the van that shoots
that was
them
the
too.
pizza thrower, and I have that shit. So all the toys that I had, I still have, and I gave to my kids. So they have every Ninja Turtle that was like ever made.
Oh, no, I mean, all my stuff's locked up. And even the kids the other day were like, "Can we have your Legos?" And I said, "No."
I am still at that point in my life where if I have the opportunity to buy a Lego pirate ship, I'm gonna do it.
Dude,
I cannot be trusted.
I probably have like 1,000 pounds worth of Legos, and I refuse to let the kids play with them. I'm like, you
You're
got your
like
own.
the dad from Lego Movie.
I am. I'm like, well, dude.
Do you have the Craggle?
Probably do. But
I love. It's funny because I actually quoted the Lego Movie this morning. I'm like, "Honey, have you seen my pants?"
the one that shoots the pizzas.
Why have we not seen the Lego too?
I don't know.
We got to see that.
Yeah, dude, the van that shoots the pizzas. I totally still have it.
Yeah, I had that.
I still have the Ecto one too.
What?
I actually have two of them.
What?
One of them is not in good condition. I would say
Okay.
that. One of them was beat to fuck, has stickers all over it and stuff like that because I was a kid. The other one is in good condition and in a box somewhere.
So I was listening to the podcast I was talking about before, the Derailers, and they were talking about how awesome the Ghostbuster toys were. Yes, and Creed and Skills too. Their toys were really well put together. They were from Kenner. They had these great things that simulated the laser beams and like the streams and all that. But the bad guys, the friggin' like all the bad guys, like the guy with the football player that had like a mouth popped out of his chest, Slimer, the Pizza Ghost.
Oh, I have a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
That's awesome. They were cool stuff.
He glows in the dark.
They were. I mean, toys are cool now because the technology has gotten to where they can be more detailed.
Toys
and all
have
that.
to be, dude, kids don't care
back then, man,
screen.
it's awesome. Like we had great stuff.
Like I take the kids to a toy store and they're like, "Oh, look, this has a screen." I'm the one that's actually looking at the actual toys. Like, this is awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I remember when like the boxes used to fool people and all that. They'd be like, "Oh, this is great." It'd be like, "Don't buy that Last Action Hero figure." I'm telling you.
Yeah, Ghostbuster toys. Yeah, I got them like all. I got all the Ninja Turtles. I got all the Legos. I got all that shit, man.
Oh.
Aliens too. I got everything Aliens. I was a fucking huge Aliens fan, and I even got a couple Predators.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm just texting.
With the Silverhawk toys, only because
dude, Silverhawks were awesome. I do a post in Amalgamania every Saturday morning for Saturday morning flashback, where I post about shows. Like you remember Captain Power?
Yeah.
Where you would take your toy and you would point it at the screen at this one time and it would flash something and the toy would do it. But I mean, like
Flag.
GoBots, Gargoyles had awesome toys. Inhumanoids, Centurions, like all this stuff was really cool. What was your regrettable purchase? Who had a regrettable purchase? So
as far as an adult or as a child, because child there was no regrettable purchase because I didn't purchase anything my parents did.
Todd knows this story. My most regrettable purchase was purchasing the 12-inch Darth Maul, which we got because we thought we could probably turn a profit on it. And Toys R Us, literally the next week, released a 2-pack with Darth Vader and Darth Maul. And their Darth Maul, you could cut in half.
Regrettable purchase. Can I count engagement ring for my ex-wife?
Yeah, that's a regrettable purchase for him. I would have much rather bought some mask figures with that. So
I would have much rather bought a lot of shit.
Matt Trekker's gonna go on a mission. Yeah.
But
this kind of sounds like Bruce Springsteen dancing in the dark, didn't it?
Yeah, it
you
did.
know, with like mask. Mask. So
I
if
don't
you
really
guys,
have
are
any
not
regrettable
into comics, by
purchases.
the way, they had a comic recently that came out and it was called First Strike and it was Transformers, G.I. Joe, and Mask all together. Freaking amazing. So if you were into that, I mean, Three Worlds Colliding, you talk about, that was pretty sick. So that was pretty cool.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, but yeah. Did you have Mask toys?
I did not.
I had a friend that had them, so I'd like go over and be like, check it out. This motorcycle turns into a helicopter. But yeah, no, I didn't have the mountain or anything.
See, I was a Lego nerd.
You had lots of Legos?
Oh, tons of Legos.
Remember when they came out with like the first Robin Hood Legos? And I'm like, what? They've gone medieval.
Well, I see some of the price of like some of the like the little Lego people, and I'm like, man, I should go dig through my shit and see how much money I can make.
Can you make a spaceship? Spaceship!
I have the spaceship. I have
the
it.
Hoth base with the ion cannon. The characters were die cast and couldn't be posed.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh man, that's pretty cool. That's like having like those original Star Wars figures and all that.
He-Man toys.
Yeah, dude, I sold my He-Mans for a profit after keeping them for like 30 years, and I'm probably one of the few people that actually made good on them.
We don't want Ghostbusters. We want He-Man.
But wait, there's more. Free mugs and balloons for the kids. I love it that we can actually quote Ghostbusters on a podcast. That's awesome. Yeah. Todd, our other buddy, Kame Turtle there, he has the entire Death Star, and he made it with his kids. And got them all into it, and I mean, I think they've rebuilt it like 2-3 times.
Nice.
That's pretty fun, you know, because half the fun of these things is getting to build them.
Yeah,
and it's frustrating and crazy, but you get that sense of satisfaction afterwards.
See, I was OCD about Legos and building them. I color coded everything, and all
they
that.
should make
Groundhog Day toys.
Absolutely.
I would totally buy them.
I would. Don't drive angry.
Watch that first step. It's a doozy.
Ned, Needle Nose Ned the head. On his Lego.
He was actually in Woodstock for the Woodstock Festival this year.
Ned Ryerson?
Yep, Ned Ryerson was there.
Yeah, no, he was great. He was great on Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
Right?
He's still on that, I think.
And that's yeah, so Matt Tracker, they did have a figure for 25th anniversary series with G.I. Joe. I believe it was actually Target exclusive, I want to say.
Target exclusive.
Because if you're just tuning in or anything like that, we are geeks, big time geeks, action figure geeks.
We're just children who haven't grown up. Let's be honest.
I had that conversation today. Fuck that.
He was signing autos and kissing babies. If I wasn't in a full leg cast at the time, because my body's just fucking failing and falling apart, I was gonna go.
Yeah. This is a good point. So Todd was asking this week about Time Bandits figures. No one's made them. I think you're absolutely hit the nail on the head. I think if anyone does it, it should be McFarlane. They should make them because they will do them justice, and everybody else will just make it. Maybe NECA. I don't know.
Yeah, NECA makes some cool stuff. Like, what is a movie that you think NECA should make action figures for?
They did make the Ash vs. the Evil Dead ones, I believe.
Did.
That's the.
But I'm just thinking ones that they haven't made that you would like to see.
Event Horizon.
Should have known better.
Yeah, no. Frighteners. I would love to see Frighteners figures.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That's what I would like. So yeah, NECA, bro. It is. Yeah. NECA does, however, make
what
really
about
cool
what about
stands.
the Mrs. Doubtfire figure?
You know what? If they did it right, I feel McFarlane would do justice to that.
Because you could take the head off and switch it.
Yeah, that would be fun.
It goes between Robin
Can you
Williams.
make me a woman? He-Man the movie toys. They're making He-Man the movie toys this year. This year they'll be out. They just came out of Toy Fair, and he's got the big mullet and everything. They are making Masters of the Universe, Skeletor, He-Man, and I don't know if it's Zerad or something, but something else. But they are making them. Check it out. You can look online, Masters of the Universe or MOTUH or something like that. They're making those. So
nice.
I like where we've gone today because now we're this. So full confession, you talked about how this movie wasn't so great, but I actually watched it and liked it a lot more than I told people. I liked the newest Predator movie. I liked it a lot.
I was disappointed by it.
Yeah, dude, Beastman, hell yes. And the thing I liked,
killing, that would be a great toy.
The thing, Carnosaur, what the? Yeah, I liked the new Predator movie. I think Tom Jane was amazing in it, and they should give that guy more roles. And him and Jordan Peele, like their dynamic together was fucking hilarious.
Like I said, I was disappointed in it.
That was my favorite thing about the movie was those guys. And there's like a lot of parts of the movie that drag, and the main character sucks. And you're like, oh, this army sniper, that's this and that. I'm like, whatever. Just show the other crazy army guys.
I guess to me it was just like the super predator when he shows up. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
come on.
yeah. It would have been immensely better had they not even brought him into it and all that.
Beastman is in love with Skeletor.
Yes, I've seen that video. It's hilarious. That's an old video too.
Them dancing.
Yeah, exactly. Does he have like yeah? He had a thing.
I got a thing.
I'll get you, He-Man.
Speaking of reboots, somebody was talking about Rush Hour 2 today. One of my friends commented. It's Ryan, if he's listening. Sometimes he listens later. He commented, "Can we get Brokeback Mountain with the gender swap?"
Why can't I quit you?
I can't quit you.
You know, it's funny because that was the movie Ang Lee made after he made the Hulk, and it's like, okay,
I can't quit you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Prince Adam singing my or whatever he's doing. That was great. That was a great one. So Prince Adam and all that. It's fun. We've gone some fun places today.
Yeah.
So I think
we'll just throw a little bit of chocolate rain.
Chocolate rain. I can't believe that was still a thing and people are still talking about it this late.
That's because the meme they had. Oh, Matt.
Oh my God. No, you wouldn't remove them. I mean, yeah.
Matt, I would like to see that toy set up behind you for your podcast.
Did you ever see the Family Guy episode where they're like, yeah, we're retelling Brokeback Mountain, but from the horse's perspective. Hey guys, wake up. Oh my God.
Or what was it? That was like one of the parody movies that I liked. One of the Scary Movie ones.
Oh, that was Scary Movie 3.
Yeah.
That was Kevin Hart and Anthony Anderson.
Yeah, what are you doing? Just grabbing some nuts.
And he grabbed yeah. You know, I think that movie gets a lot of shit, but it's not as bad as Bumblebee.
Liam Neeson was in it. Come on. Willy Wonka toys.
Randy Quaid was in it. Willy Wonka toys is an excellent idea.
I don't know if I'd ever buy those. Unless it's like the Gene Wilder one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It would be that. But they've kind of made that with the pop vinyls and like the Funko Pops and all that. So, I mean, there's that aspect
Wayne's
of it.
World toys?
Yeah, absolutely. I went looking for Wayne's World toys online. All they had was like this little like, they made a vinyl statue that came in like a 5-pack in like the late 90s. And I'm like, and they look like shit.
Not what I got away with it wasn't your damn kids.
You know what? That's going to be my answer. They need to make Wayne's World like something, but I want it to be something like a really like accurate version of them.
Yeah.
And they need to have like interchangeable heads and hands.
Me and you talked about comic books that need to be written, and we came up with Wayne's World versus Zombies, and that would be amazing.
Yep. I think that would be good.
It'd be a great comic.
I think that would be great. And just because like Wayne's World has like this cartoon like logic to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, hold on, let's do the ending over.
Can you imagine them like killing zombies and all of a sudden they're like, car, game on.
Well, just think about it. It's like all the stuff that Garth could do. And you know, like, excuse me, I'd like to get by now. Like any of that, you know, that would be great.
Yeah.
I heard that there's talks of a new Austin Powers movie.
Yeah. I'm not too excited for it, actually.
Well, it's going to be better than The Love Guru, dude.
Oh, God.
Manishka Hargitay.
Well, the only part, there were certain lines in that movie that I kind of do like. I like when Justin Timberlake was like, "Would you like the Quebecian pizza? It's a Pop-Tart with the ketchup on it."
He's got his moments. Like he was really good in Bad Teacher.
Wayne's World meets Scooby-Doo.
Yes. I mean, is there a question of if that should happen?
Talks? Sure, right.
I mean, you know, and you kind of have that, like Wayne's World is like, it's almost like a transition between like stoner humor and metal humor. So it's not quite like that. So it hit this niche at the right time that just like totally put its thumb on like pop culture. So I don't know if it would work now, but what we talked about for our version, if we were to write a Wayne's World sequel, we would do Wayne's World's kids and like how their kids are getting by and all that, and how they're like keeping into like the metal scene and all that. Like that's what we would do.
Yeah.
Like his Asian daughter with Cassandra.
Yeah.
Right? That's how we would do it, and we would cast it that way. That would be cool. But yeah, I mean, obviously they would meet Scooby-Doo. We do a whole animated or claymation section of this movie. So, which reminds me, Dana Carvey, if you're watching, call us. And why are you watching?
If you're watching, call us to get on the show. We'd love to talk to you.
That will happen. Oh yes. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get someone. We're gonna get Will Sasso.
The problem is we're gonna sit down one day with a big celebrity and it's gonna be like
it's gonna happen, dude. I mean, we met the Brain this year. At least I met the Brain, and I got to go back and meet him, and he's gonna be like, yes.
But yeah, we'll see who we meet at C2E2.
Yep. And if you hadn't tuned in until later, we were saying how we actually scored press passes this year.
Yes, we are.
So we're gonna walk around with our backstage passes and be like, Garth, oh my God, it's Heather Locklear.
Is that the thing? That's the funniest thing I thought of. Was I was like, I pictured us totally walking around doing the.
Yep. And we're gonna wait, and like the ghost of Chris Farley's gonna be like, and then the signal bounces from there to there.
And then we talked about doing it as an old-timey newscast. Welcome to the C2E2.
Well, what did you say you were actually gonna do with the microphone?
Yeah, we're gonna interview cosplayers and be like, so what are you dressed as?
And then he was gonna be like, I can see your boobs.
I can see your boobs. And in other news, you're giving me an erection.
So I think that was in the part that no one could hear.
Now reporting live from outside where we got kicked out.
I'm gonna walk up to people and be like, "Hey ho, Kermit the Frog here. I'm reporting live from C2E2."
This is Morgan Freeman. I remember when Comic-Cons were full of nerds.
Finding dandy nipples. Well, I mean, you always hope.
I see you're dressed as titties. I mean, boobs.
Boob. Mole. 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 We have no self-control.
And then the guy comes up. Would you like to interview me? Fuck off.
Be like, dude, that was like this guy. Yeah. Was that Vin Diesel? Damn it, Momoa! I told you to piss off.
Was that Chris O'Donnell?
Okay, bro.
Robin?
Fucking Chris O'Donnell. Look, if there's two people that this podcast does not get along with, his is Macy Gray and mine is Chris O'Donnell. You fake Robin, you son of a bitch. How great would that be
if they're standing next to each other?
You know what? Right now, they're toasting to our demise. Fucking NCIS. The Navy doesn't investigate that sort of crime.
You said piss off to Kevin Smith.
We just said that was Kevin Smith. I thought it was just some hockey fan. You know,
there's only room for one fat guy on the show. Back off, Mister.
There's only. Well, sometimes I feel like there's only room for one fat guy, but you know.
You and your Weight Watchers, you're a quitter. That's what you are.
Go back, you Jenny Craig fuck. I did see him on recently. He was on Will Wheaton's D&D game with William Shatner and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on Big Bang Theory. He has lost a ton of weight.
He has.
So, and you know, we
that's because he's a vegan now.
Is he vegan?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
he went vegan.
Yeah, I mean, if it's for a health reason, he did just have a horrible heart attack that almost killed him.
I mean,
he was literally saved by the fact that he was smoking weed.
Pretty soon, I'll be the same size as him. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does still smoke? I didn't know that.
He's smoking weeds.
Still smokes weeds. Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, yeah. Why not? So, it's funny because I talked to people and they were telling me, they're like, oh, man, I can't remember stuff like you do. Like, and I just smoke weed all the time. I'm like, oh, so that's why I'm such a big nerd? Like, because I remember shit?
We'll be a C2E channel. It'll just be like, nobody wants to talk to you, Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah, you know what, Todd? I agree with you. He does. I saw a picture of him in a cowboy hat recently. I imagine you did too. He does look like him. So all Kevins. So this is what I'm going to say. All Kevins look like at the end. I actually smoked actual weeds once.
I wouldn't doubt that.
I smoked catnip once. That was not a finer point in my life, and I didn't die. So I almost did. So. We're not smart.
What are you doing? I'm doing cocaine.
Cocaine.
It turns all your good feelings into, or your bad feelings into good ones.
Crown's bad.
John, let's go. Crown's bad.
Wrong son died.
The crown's bad.
You know what? And that's the other thing. I want Dewey Cox toys. That's what I want. I want Walk Hard the toy. You know, I want to put him
up. Your life's so horrible, like you got cut in half by a machete.
I want him to be like, I do believe I want to try that there cocaine. That's what I want. I want the whole band.
I don't want to get addicted. You won't. You can't. Well.
Hello there, Cheryl Teagues Cox.
Dewey, you slept with my wife. Yeah, and you never bought drugs. Not once.
For years. I like
great.
the little one. Yeah, I want Dewey Cox action figures and maybe Step Brothers.
I want a Dewey Cox sequel.
I think so. Yeah, you know what? None of this, Dewey. All right, good night, man. Good to see you.
Good night. We're probably gonna be bailing here soon ourselves.
Yeah, no, we've had a blast. I'm glad that we got a chance to be back. For everyone who's watching this, who's going to pick up this on tomorrow, thank you very much to Lewis, to Clifton, to Corey. You know, been a big supporter of the show. Thank you to Melissa. Thank you to Nick. Guys, your buttons are on the way. Thank you to Ethan. Thank you to Anthony. Thank you to anyone else who's watching. Thank you, Rachel.
Thanks to the Duo Finds.
Thank you to the Duo Finds.
And the Breakable Sinks.
Unbreakable Sinks. Thank you to Rosa Palm and her 5 sisters.
Flash Taco.
Thank you to Fart Noises.
Tim Meadows.
Kevin Nealon.
Dana Carvey.
Dana Carvey. Oh, yeah, Dana Carvey. So thank you
Mike
to everybody.
Myers.
Thank you to the Cretans Guilds. And I just subscribed to yours. Everybody get out and subscribe to the Cretans Guild. They just reached their 600th subscriber. So congratulations on that.
Yes.
Throw It On Thursday podcast. Check them out. Check out the Derailers. Check out anybody who's on the Somebody's network.
Amalgamania.
Amalgamania. Check out these guys. All of our great supporters, and we want to thank you guys. We're glad to be back.
Yes.
Ground's bad.
Damn, we said thank you to a lot of people today.
We did, because we're grateful.
And if we didn't say thank you to you, thank you.
Thank you to Fart Man for being.
This show would not be possible without your donations.
Thank you to LeVar Burton, just because. Nice guy. He met him once.
I didn't meet him. We made awkward eye contact. And
Did you really?
We did, because
Was it hard for him to see with that thing on his eyes?
No, he just. I thought I told you the story when I saw.
You did. I'm just being an idiot.
Yeah, and he totally gave me that look, like I know you know who I am.
Thank you, Henry. Yes.
I know you know who I am, but don't fucking come over here, you fucking nerd.
He's just like, and you're like.
It was, and the sad thing is, because we were eating dinner at table apart, and we totally made eye contact probably 20 times, and he totally every time just looked like a deer in the headlights, like, don't come over.
You're just like.
Pretty much. Thanks to RoboCop, Reading Rainbow.
Yep.
Mrs. Doubtfire, Aliens.
Today's show is brought
Ghostbusters.
to you by Rembo. For some reason, we talked about it for too long. But it's also brought to you by, if we had to pick one movie, I would say that this would be brought to you by the movie Hot Shots.
Yes,
we talked about it the most.
Today was Hot Shots.
Yeah. Go out and watch Hot Shots and let's talk about it.
Part 2.
Yeah. I'm not going to watch any of the other
It's the
movies
most
we talked about.
gruesome movie ever.
So the moral of today's story is play with Legos and watch Hot Shots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't ever grow up, kids.
No. And I'm super fucking psyched about that Voltron he was talking about. I want to see a picture of it.
You're going to get a picture of something else.
I better not get a dick pic.
Oh, yes. The show's also brought to you by Removable Penises.
Detachable penis. You remember that song? Detachable penis.
Brokeback action figures now with removable penises. Choking hazard.
With I Can't Quit You shirt.
The sad part is the penises are a choking hazard.
Everyone forgets that that was the first movie that like Anne Hathaway was like naked in. It's like, oh, it's just completely overshadowed. I'm like, look, come on. Whatever.
There's 2 dudes doing it.
Randy Quaid was in the movie as a cowboy.
There's still 2 dudes.
And he's like, I don't know what's going on up there. I don't like it.
Those boys really love to go to the
King, yeah, was it King Missile? You know.
All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. So, guys, remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification button so you know when we go live.
Let us know if you want a pin.
Yeah. Let us know if you'd like some merch. We'll send some merch your way. You just got to send us your address, and we'll get that out to you. Also, stay tuned. Next few days, we'll have our review of Captain Marvel up.
That's right. And pretty soon, we will mail you all the antidote. So you can look forward to that.
Yeah. So, yeah. And leave hate comments because they've been fun lately.
Oh, man. That's great. Thank you to everyone. If I missed you in this episode, we'll probably thank you in the next one. And I appreciate everybody watching, and we had fun today.
Yes, had fun. I'm happy to be back. All right, guys. Well, we'll catch you next time on Justen versus Justen. I am Justen with an E.
I'm Justen with an I.
And we'll catch you later, guys.
Said Newt. Bye.
Yeah, you're such a smelly pirate hooker.